Hey there everyone, it's Hybrid here, and today we're talking about what will be the best controllers for you to use. When it comes to controllers, a lot of factors come into play, like what you're really trying to do. Now, when you first get the console, you generally get a standard controller with it, which is fine, it works great. The only one that I have an issue with that doesn't really work too well is the Nintendo Switch. Now, with the Nintendo Switch, you generally get these two controllers that go with it. That can turn into one controller, and you can take it apart and have two controllers to play with your friends automatically. At first, it is great. You automatically get a second controller. You don't have to pay any extra. But the material that it's made out of is not exactly the best, in my opinion. Because I want to say it was about maybe a month of playing, maybe 2 months. But right here, the analog stick it's messed up now. So it starts to like veer off to the left, or kind of get stuck going that way, and I gotta sit here and fight the analog stick. And I wasn't even playing like fast paced games like Smash Brothers and the new Mortal Kombat game. I wasn't even playing any game like that. I was just playing games like Dragon Quest. So what I did, I went and got me a Pro controller. Now it's not exactly the best one, but I want to say it only cost me about maybe $30 on Amazon. And what it is one of these. It's not really like one of the bulky ones that you normally see people use. It's one of the kind of like slimmer versions. I want to say like closer to like the PlayStation style. And honestly, I gotta say I really enjoy it. I've been able to play fast-paced games on it. It works well. I've been able to connect it to my PC. I can use it for other games. So if that's something that you'd like to do, if you've ran into the same issue that I have, that would be a great choice for you. There are other controllers that you can get that they also have the wire controllers and other wireless pro controllers that you can also get. A wire pro controller almost on any console will be the fastest that you'll ever have, because that gives you the fastest reaction. Because it, like, you gotta sit there and think, when you get a controller like this, or Xbox controller, the wireless ones, you may not really notice it at first unless if you actually played with different types of controllers. Now, people that have been playing games for a long time and have already gone through this process, obviously you're going you're going to notice that, and you're probably going to look at me like, well, duh. But this is more for the folks that just haven't really even tried to look into it or paid any attention at all. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and spend all your money on like the best controllers so you could be the best gamer. No, that is not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is that there are other options besides the standard controller that you use. Now, like I was saying, if you're just doing like basic gaming, you just love to play your video games, be left alone, chill, maybe play with your friends and everything, that stick with the standard controllers. Except for the Switch. The Switch is the only one that I have an issue with, and I say just spend like $30 to get you one of these. Now, granted, when Xbox makes a console, they generally go through like three different stages. Like originally, like when you had the Xbox, it was just that one console, big heavy thing. But when they started like the Xbox 360s, that's when it really started, because you had the Xbox 360, you had the Xbox 360 Slim, stuff like that, and they continue the process over into the Xbox One consoles. Now you have Xbox One, Xbox One S, Xbox One X, and they have controllers that can actually connect to all three consoles. Um, Now this one, it can connect to. I want to say it can connect to the Xbox One X. I'm not exactly 100% sure. I know it can connect to like the original Xbox and the S, because the S is the one that I have right now. I haven't actually upgraded. I mean, I kind of have because I went and built me a gaming PC. That's in another video for you to check out. So it generally comes down to what you're trying to do, what you're trying to get out of your gaming. Are you trying to make videos and you want your gaming to look better? Are you trying to just play with your friends and hang out? Are you actually trying to go into the competitions? When it comes down to the competitions, you get what you pay for. Because I promise you, if you ever go to one of those competitions, they, like the people that are going to win it, they have some of the best gear on them. That gives them the fastest reflexes. Now, here lately, a lot of them have been caught cheating and trying to add mods in and use mod controllers and all that. Like I said, if modding is what you do, go ahead. I mean, that's on you. But generally, you want some of the best gear that it could come with. So you want the fastest reflexes, you want the best mobility. Now also there are like other setups, like with racing and everything. There are different like steering wheels and gears and everything, but I'm gonna say that for another video because I enjoy racing games myself. But yeah, just go with what really fits you. Cause like me personally, I do like wire controllers. It's just that the weight of them always messes me up because it doesn't have, like when you have a wireless controller, it has a little bit of weight to it because like with this one, you see that the battery pack's like built into it. So all I have to do is charge it. A wired Pro controller will be your fastest bet. You'll just have to get used to it. But if you're kind of like me and the weight throws you off and you just start making mistakes and it don't feel right, then you just want to get you a simple wireless controller. It also kind of depends on your setup. Like right now, as you can tell, I'm kind of in my own little personal room that I made in the house. This is actually a his and her gaming room. I just haven't got my fiance's stuff yet. Trust me, it's on the list because she ain't gonna let me just have this, by myself. I got my own little setup in here, so I'm actually close. I could, if I wanted to, I could easily set it up to where I have a wire controller and my gameplay would be a lot faster. Originally, I had it set up in the living room. And that's how a lot of y'all might have it set up or set up in your bedroom or something like that. You don't want that whole cluster going on. So generally, you're going to stick with the wireless controller. And honestly, I can't really fault you on that because, I don't know how many of y'all experienced it, but when I was a kid and basically before they even started wireless controllers, yes, I'm getting that old. But when they started the wireless controllers, before the wireless controllers, my mother would, come through the house after work, and I'll be sitting in the living room playing my game, and she'll trip on it, and next thing I know, I'm being threatened to have my console thrown out the door, or it almost broke just because she tripped over the cord, or I've had my controllers almost break because of that. So yeah, generally, you're going to want to stick with the wireless controllers. And anyone that has ever dealt with that, you feel my pain. But anyone that hasn't, you're blessed. It just comes down to what you're trying to do and what you're trying to get out of your video games. If you're trying to be the best that you can be, then you're probably going to have to pay a good bit. But if you're just trying to have fun, stick with the cheapest option. Actually, a lot of wire controllers are actually cheaper than a wireless one. But like I said, with me, it's the weight of it, so it just throws my entire game off. It just all comes down to what you are trying to do and what you're trying to get out of your gaming. Now, keep that in mind, next time your controller breaks, or if you're trying to look for a way to up your gaming or upgrade your gaming and everything. Um, so y'all take that and y'all consider it. Y'all let me know what you think, and y'all have a blessed day.